hello. How are you? I am so excited to be here with another Divine Feminine reading for the collective. This time around, instead of answering a question, I'm going to be looking at the Mercury Retrograde energy. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information about that. If you would rather skip ahead, there are timestamps in the description box to take you straight to the Oracle or to the Tarot, or you can just hover over the play bar and see the chapter breaks. But for those of you who are here to learn about this powerful transit, we've got Mercury in retrograde from the 27th through the 18th of October. It's a 22-day long retrograde. And generally speaking, Mercury is about communication and travel, and it impacts communication, travel, and technology is what I should say. But because it's in the sign of Libra, Libra is 7th house stuff, which is all about relationships and partnerships. So communication, relationships, hello. We're probably going to be traversing over issues that may have crept up from the 6th of September to the 26th when the shadow phase began. So that's one hint. You can look to those 3 weeks to earlier in the month to see what it was that might have come up for you, either in your perceptions about things, the way you are looking at the situation, right? Lots of Mercury stuff, our higher mind, our intellect, our reasoning, our logic, or lack thereof. And anything that may have come up in communication or the absence of the communication, emotions around that, okay? Libra is also ruled by Venus, and so there we have it. And Venus is in Scorpio right now. She is none too happy there. So, yeah, things can be a little bit bumpy. We are looking for balance. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Second thing I wanted to say is for those of you who have had that experience of not receiving your notifications from YouTube, even though you got all the things checked, there is a link below. If you scroll down just a little bit in the description box past the link to the extended, there is a link to be sure you don't miss another reading. I am taking matters into my own hands. It's been far too long, and I just couldn't figure out how to do this workaround. And it's not just me. Lots of readers are complaining that YouTube is not notifying their subscribers. So I'm just going to email them to you. That's all. Not daily, so don't panic. But if you get on that list, you will at least be assured to get an email or two from me a week with links to the videos for the reading. So I'll start with some that have already been uploaded that you may have missed. Just delete them if you already saw them. And then we'll go into the new month with a whole new batch of readings. So I'm super excited. Don't miss another reading. The link is below to that. So now we're going to go to the Oracle. So, wait a minute. I'm really struggling with my throat today, guys, for some reason. Slurp, hot tea. I'm hoping that it doesn't annoy the heck out of you as much as it does me. I intuitively selected 3 decks, shuffled and drew cards, and it's pretty interesting what came out. I started with Priestess of Light. I got card 38. 3 and 8 is 11. And I closed with another 38. So 1111 is right here numerologically speaking. I'm just doing the numerology first. I got a card 64. 6 and 4 is 10, so completion. And a second card came out for the shaman stream, and that's card 6, which is a card of balance. So everything I'm talking about here numerologically is showing up. Please excuse me. My apologies. I really want to do this reading, but my throat is not cooperating. So the first card from Priestess of Light is the Sensuality card. And it is telling us, even though we have that beautiful, sensual, sinewy tiger in the mix there, it's sort of saying, slow down, experience the joy of your senses. Get back into your feminine power. This card speaks to feminine wisdom and passion. And it's all about exploring your sensuality through your senses. And you may even feel your adventurous side rising to the surface. So this is the time to pull that out of your bag of tricks and let it work for you in the coming weeks. So from the Shaman's Dream, 2 cards came out. One from the top, and then the bottom one just dropped right off the deck, and I saw it and I thought, oh, that's a message. So I didn't really pull it. It kind of fell, but you'll see why. Card 64, Woodwives. The Woodwives card here is about adaptability. Yes, stay grounded. It's the Woodwives, but be adaptable. Things may shift and change as you take this adventurous new path forward. But you got to remember your roots and yet keep beginner's mind. That's really what it's saying. So our roots anchor us so that that grounded energy supports us. It doesn't hinder us. It supports us as we move in new directions, especially if we're exploring some of our new senses here with regard to the sensuality card. You know, we want to feel stable and grounded and anchored. We don't want to kind of be swept away with all of that. So the Woodwives is saying be adaptable, adopt a beginner's mind, but remember your roots and stay grounded. And then we get the Cosmic Womb. Divine Feminine card came out. Card number 6, a card of balance. This is the Divine Feminine. It is the Empress card. And it is talking about this energy of undergoing a beautiful process of birthing a new you into being. You're in the cosmic womb here. Something new is being birthed. That's why, you know, within yourself, you know, and I love all these 3 cards together because I feel like the Woodwives here is saying, yeah, you're, you know, that I'm coming out, that song just feels like, you know, there's so like a part of us is bursting forward with sensuality and adventure, and yet we're staying a little grounded. We've completed a cycle 64, and we're sort of now exploring and birthing a new us into being. I really love that. The last card out from the Enchanted Map is another 38, and it's called Heal the Ouch. This is about reconciliations. It is about mending old wounds and broken bonds. So if there is an opportunity that you get for communication with your Divine Masculine, I'm feeling that all of this, you may see a new side of yourself step forward. You may be able to mend a broken bond or enjoy a reconciliation where peace is made and, you know, you kind of both settle in an area of understanding each other. That's always the first step. But it is a card of healing. And I love that we start with an 11 and we end with an 11. And in the middle, we got, you know, wrapping up cycles and balance here. So really lovely oracle for you for the Divine Feminine. I love it. So let's take a look. What might we be working through? Where have we been in our connections energetically around communication? I'm going to look at past, present, and future. Energy coming through for the Divine Feminine. Oh, Queen of Wands. So we're working with the Queen of Wands energy. She's definitely the sensual queen in the tarot, so that kind of makes sense. But we'll see what the issue is with her. She even has that little, they both have a cat near them, right? So I'm going to leave that there, but let me just pull the cards. Wow. And there's the King of Wands. Great. We've got some healing. Well, we've definitely, I like the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. We've definitely got some interesting things here. From the past, I feel as if on some level, there's been this energy, dear feminine, of manifestation, needing all our tools, needing to kind of feel centered in our work on what we're trying to call in, and yet we're getting this sort of interesting response. Page of Wands and the Devil card in the past. So definitely something that an energy may have been too flighty or too flippant is the word I want to use, coming from a Divine Masculine potentially, not as evolved, not seeking the same thing, right? A Queen of Wands and a Page of Wands, not a good match. So I sort of feel as if, you know, the Queen sort of wanted to invoke and manifest the King, which is coming through now in the present energy, but got sort of this maybe not as seriously invested energy as they would like, and toxic patterns ensued. So I definitely feel there was some karmic energy being worked through in the past. The manifestation maybe didn't go as well, and the messages that were coming towards you were not on the level that you were looking for or hoping for. And I will clarify all of that. What we see now, though, is we've got the King of Wands. Great. That's good to know, but there's some conflict around it. There may be other suitors. There may be somebody else you may like. This King of Wands may have to vie for your attention. That may be true for some of you. For others, there's a conflict in this connection that requires healing. And that's what I was talking about from the Oracle. In case you missed that, you may want to go back and see it. So definitely the King of Wands knows what they want. This is someone who, you know, isn't gonna let you get away if they really want to be in connection with you. And I'm feeling like there's been an evolutionary process, but there's still some underlying conflict. And this is the Mercury retrograde energy I'm talking about, with things coming up and then the need for healing. Going forward, we've got some definite challenging energy. We've got some sabotage coming in with the Five of Swords. So this Queen may represent actually a karmic partner to the King of Wands. It may not be you, Divine Feminine. It may be another person in the mix. Because we have the Devil, we have the Queen of Wands, and we've got the Five and the Seven of Swords. So I'm just letting you know, if that's your storyline, then that's what's coming through. If it's not, don't worry about it. Five of Swords to me is, you know, someone kind of trying to work the room in a way, right? They got to be the winner. They got to come through everything on the, you know, at the top of their game. This is someone who will win at all cost, even if everybody ends up losing. It's difficult energy to work with because you don't know what you're really dealing with. It doesn't feel very trustworthy. And sometimes the Five of Swords is self-sabotage, right? Somebody gets real close to having a good thing, and then they just, you know, knock over the apple cart and ruin it for everyone, including themselves. Then we have the Seven of Swords as the next card out. So deception, it could be somebody who's just trying to get away with something. Again, both these cards together feel like there's a lack of trust in the situation going forward that may need to be worked through. And I see that you will, because I get the Strength card. The Strength card is about these two help each other overcome obstacles. And that's sort of the energy I feel coming from it right now, is that because of all the conflict, the difficulty that ensued in the past, and now we're in this energy of resolving conflict, or at least moving closer to resolving conflict. And we do see some spiritual growth here from the Page to the King, but then we get a block and we get another block, and these blocks are all dealing with issues of trust. And somebody who may not be on the level, or there may be some suspicion in the mix for the feminine. That is also low vibration. We want to move, we want to operate on our intuitions, not our suspicions. So I'm looking at these two cards. I'll be interested to see what comes through in the clarifiers, because it may be about what needs to be healed. And I do feel like you have the opportunity here to work together, that the two of you together, these two, she tames the beast protects her in return. That is the energy of the Strength card. It's Leo energy. We have a lot of Leo energy in this reading, actually. We have Capricorn as well, and Virgo and Gemini, but this is the Mercury card. So, very interesting. So, themes around conflict and trust and sabotage or self-sabotage. Possibly some lion, cheat, and steal and player energy is also potentially here. If you're dealing with that, let's take a look at this. Queen of Wands. There's an Ace of Pentacles, Three of Cups, and the Star. Feel like there's a potential here for a new beginning, a big offer that may come in or be available to the feminine. And it will be something worth celebrating. The Three of Cups, though, remember, sometimes it comes through as third-party energy. And it may just be that what I'm seeing here is that there is a wish that we are holding in Divine Feminine Collective, that our divine counterpart, our masculine, works it out and deals with the karmic partner so we can have a new beginning. And when I say new beginning, it's not like brand new, it's taking it to the next level, right? Dealing with what's in the way would be very helpful. Sorry. In case you missed it, I'm struggling with my throat today. So I'm sort of going to refer back and forth to this because as I go through the reading, it may get more clear. In the past, we had the Magician. Yeah, Six of Cups, Ace of Cups. Wow. With the Two of Swords underneath. So this is really what you were trying to manifest. I say you, I mean all of us as the Divine Feminine here, manifesting that beautiful love of a lifetime with our past life soulmate. I know these cards are a little bit difficult to see, but that's a Six of Cups with the Ace of Cups there. That's what we were manifesting. Two of Swords, though, underneath. Still, almost as if the jury's out, right? Something still is yet to be decided. Is this the love of my life? Is this my twin? Is this my divine counterpart? I'm not so sure. There's some indecision there with the Two of Swords, but it's underneath, so it wasn't sort of in your conscious awareness here. It was just maybe like, I know I'm trying to manifest this, but I'm not sure if this is the person, because Page of Wands. Yeah, afraid you're dealing with a player. Exactly. You were afraid you were dealing with a player. I do feel like you had a moment of clarity. Maybe some truth came out with regard to the Page of Wands here. A message that may have come in very clearly, Ace of Swords, and triggered your insecurities. Or when I say insecurities, not that you're insecure, but things that you kind of worry about. And you get like, wait a minute, I'm losing sleep here. If I can even trust this person, that's the kind of insecurity I'm talking about, not a personal internal insecurity. But especially with that Two of Swords tells me you were already kind of not certain here, jury's still out, and then something is revealed with that Ace of Swords, and you get that clarity that you were sort of totally fearing, and that you might be dealing with someone who's a little bit more of a player than a king. So the worry was there. I don't think it was clear, but something came through that kind of opened your eyes and created a source of anxiety and stress. Jeez, guys, Devil and the Divine Feminine. Holy Hannah. And the World. Wow. And the Hierophant. My goodness. 4 major arcana. So, okay, this is where everything went in a very different direction, because underneath is the Hierophant. We're operating from our higher selves, and even though it may be not so much in conscious awareness, but right underneath the surface, we know who we are, and we know what we stand for, and we know what we want, and we're ready to make a commitment. And I feel like that was all underneath, and then here we are, this Divine Feminine energy working with either some shadow, some ego, some energy that felt more karmic and toxic and didn't kind of feel good. And learning that lesson there with the World card. When I say a lesson, I mean like, oh, I get it. I see this. I now recognize it for what it is, and I'm not going to delude myself. And I feel as if that World card is saying, we're going to close out this chapter right quick and in a hurry. And I do feel like that happened on some level. Not wanting to stay caught in a karmic cycle or pattern or some measure of toxicity, whether it's with the Divine Masculine or as a result of a Divine Masculine's connection somewhere else. Any of that could be coming through. So I just want to make sure. But what really gets us through it is the Hierophant, is that energy of, I'm going to stick to who I am at my core. This is the Woodwives card. This is sort of that, stay grounded, know your roots, be true to who you are and yet remain adaptable. This is also a spiritual awakening card too. So I do feel like all the way through there was doubt, there was, wanting to manifest this thing but not knowing if it's really a thing, getting some signs or some glimpses of insight that no, maybe this isn't something I can trust, and then boom, there's the devil, and you're saying nope, we're not going that way. we're going with the Hierophant, not with the devil. I mean, literally two very different energies there for sure. So where are we right now? We're looking at a King of Wands. Queen of Swords, love it. Nine of Pentacles, perfect. Five of Cups, right? So the Five of Cups underneath is actually good because it is that sort of energy of I'm not forgetting the past so darn quickly. It's not the first thing I'm thinking of, but there's those three cups knocked over. There's something that was lost to us, something we have either sorrow or grief around still, things that didn't go our way. We have even some sense of, well, I made a mistake in this situation, or having some regrets or from the past. So it's not coming from the top of the deck, but it's there. And I like that it's there because I see with the King of Wands, Queen of Swords, and Nine of Pentacles. This is our autonomy, our independence, our sense of personal empowerment. We can make it on our own in the Nine of Pentacles energy. We don't really need the person. We want the person, but we want the truth of what this energy is coming toward us. What is this King of Wands energy I see? I feel like the Queen of Swords energy, if communication takes place, it will be less emotional, more specific. Check the emotions at the door, come from this very independent, autonomous energy, and, get your questions answered. Right? And keep this in mind, that Five of Cups. Normally I say, well, the Five of Cups has to go because you don't want to live in the past. No, and I'm not suggesting that we do live in the past. I'm suggesting that we don't forget it as we're moving through this question and answer session, where not that you want to interrogate your divine masculine here, but the questions have to be clear. The communication, especially with Mercury retrograde, in Libra retrograde, it's got to be clear. It's got to be like even keeled, no highs and lows. That's why the Queen of Swords is here, because there's conflict, and we want to be sure that we are not getting carried away in the moments that seem more tense or fraught with disagreement. Excellent. So I feel we have, yes, absolutely, Queen of Pentacles underneath. This is our anchor. This is our woodwives, our adaptability, but more our groundedness, our stability, playing off the energy of the Nine of Pentacles, now ascending into the Queen. Great self-care. It is also very nurturing energy. So nurturing yourself through this, and if it calls for it, nurturing the connection through this difficult past, because what I feel is happening here is I feel you're both going to let go of the drama. We've got the Five of Wands with the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Wands. If it was just the Eight of Cups, I'd be like, oh, you're leaving, somebody's exiting. I don't see that. I feel like you're offloading it. There's something here that is not going to be a part of this connection anymore. And what I mean by that is there's emotional disruption here. There are things coming in between you. It may not even be the two of you that is what the conflict is about. There may be a saboteur, It happens. And so if you feel like there's and it could be anything. It could be a job. It can be distance. It can be, family members. It can be parental obligations or responsibilities. And it can be a third party that isn't getting the memo that they're not part of this anymore. And, I just feel like I see you guys letting go of that. And here is the stabilizing force, is the feminine. This is a feminine archetype of life partner in the Queen of Pentacles. But, more so in this part of the reading, I feel she's coming in here to say, stay grounded, keep your wits about you, because this is something that is a change. It represents change. Fives are about change. Okay, and then we get the healing card, Four of Swords, and I love the Four of Swords here because it's also Mercury retrograde energy. It is about, reflecting, reviewing, resting, re-evaluating, reassessing, revisiting, reconnecting. Got it? All the re's. Returning. So I do feel there's some healing here over everything that's gone on that you're both going to release. Yes, you are. The wheel will move in your favor. It is something you've waited for, and I feel as if what's coming around the bend for you here is an opportunity for a brand new day, right? A leap of faith into the future together. I do feel it's something that the seeds have been planted. We've got 2 timing references here. Take the time now to kind of hunker down, reflect, reevaluate, reassess, spend more time internally trying to sort things out than beating the dead horse, right? That's done. And now we got to kind of collect ourselves after that. And what's waiting for us, 2 timing cards, divine time and natural time. Both of these cards together, and what's underneath, a leap of faith in a brand new day. So I do feel like the Fool is what's coming down the pike. It's not here yet. As soon as I feel as we move through this retrograde season, once we get past it, all this will start to unfold. The wheel will start to move even faster. Right now, it's a little bit slowed down as we go through the retrograde. Whew. But it feels kind of good, what I see there. Now, as far as I'm seeing here for the future, let's look at the 5 of Swords. Oh, geez, my goodness. So we have Hanged Man, 7 of Swords again. So there's definitely something here that is not on the level. 3 of Pentacles underneath. It's something you have to work through together. I like that the Hanged Man comes out to say, wait a minute. You need to kind of slow your roll. Take the time to get the 30,000-foot view on everything that's going on before you judge it. So it is about waiting for some enlightenment to help you navigate this situation. 5 of Swords and then the 7 of Swords. That's why we're going into Hangman. It is a bit of a surrendering to the fact that there's something here playing out, or that might play out, that doesn't feel very good. The 3 of Pentacles underneath suggests that there's something that the 2 of you need to work on. I'm seeing it as trust issues. I'm seeing it as trust issues because I have a Devil, I got a 3 of Cups, I got a Queen of Wands. Whew. I got a Page of Wands and everything associated with those cards that came, the conflict that you're working through here. Yeah. So let's look at the 7 of Swords. Four of Swords. So again, continued healing. So what we're healing now is, oh wow. Seven of Swords, we've got the 4 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, and the 2 of Pentacles underneath. 2 of Pentacles underneath suggests that you may feel torn in 2 different directions. You may be trying to weigh realities on the ground, assess what's really going on, but because you're not really clear of what you're dealing with, you're going to feel torn. And this is an opportunity to sort of pace yourself here, to keep somebody at arm's length. You won't be happy about that perhaps, but until you can figure it out and sort through it all, whatever this 7 of Swords is, that actually is from this part of the reading. I know it came out from the main deck here, but to me it's speaking to this issue here where there's a breach of trust, there's a lack of trust from the past. And that's what I feel has to kind of be worked through. throughout this retrograde. You may not be happy about it. There may be some emotional distance as a result of it. But you know what I like to say about situations like that? You know, a bruise always looks worse before it gets better. You know, that's what I see here. I see something that you're trying to resolve here, but the wheel is slowing down because I don't feel like you're dealing with the full issue. And the full issue is much stronger than some measly little conflict. There's been an interloper or a saboteur. Could even be, you know, one of the two of you or both of you playing games, you know, mind games with each other is also a 5 of Swords kind of an energy. But this 7 of Swords is where there is no trust. And that has to be built upon together. You have to do that together. So that's what's going to need to be fully healed. You may need to keep this person at arm's length until you sort it through, because you may not be sure. You may be feeling torn. So let's look at the Strength card. Knight of Cups, 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands. The outcome is really beautiful here. The outcome is you can get through this. You can overcome this. I almost feel like what I'm seeing here is something that happened in the past here that pulled you apart is being worked through now, presently, from the Divine Feminine's position of strength and empowerment. But you're not going to clear it all up right now. In the future, the true issues come right up to the surface. If you don't trust somebody, you know, you can both agree that you're not going to fall into the drama anymore. But if you don't trust the person, you're just going to keep replaying it and replaying it. And that's part of Mercury retrograde's energy. Right? So I'm seeing this as the past 3 weeks, September 6th to the 27th to the 18th of October is present. And then Mercury is going to go back over it again. And here we are getting to the truth of the matter. There is a breach of trust. So you can get through it together. This tells me, Strength card, Knight of Cups, and the 8 of Pentacles. Someone coming towards you with their heart wide open, their heart on their sleeve, an offer of love. This is worth working on together. And underneath is the 4 of Wands. So, super powerful, but I feel like this is a major growth spurt. I feel as if in the connection itself, I feel it's a major growth spurt. I do feel like it's something that will help the two of you sort of leapfrog into the next level, right? That's where we were. That boom, that next level, overcoming the 3 of Cups, if that's a situation for you, overcoming the Queen of Wands, if that's a situation for you. Nevertheless, wish granted. New beginning, next level of committed energy in your connection. It's beautiful. So as you know, as I like to do with these readings, the extendeds will go around the zodiac. So Aries through Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And that's for your divine masculine. So it doesn't matter what your sun sign is as much as the Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus can be for you or your divine counterpart, but I'll be delivering it as Aries divine masculine, Taurus divine masculine, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and then you can just check out all your planetary placements for messages that may resonate for you. So the link to that is below. Don't forget the other link to get on the list if you want these notifications for all my readings. I promise I won't junk up your inbox. So much love. Godspeed during this Mercury retrograde. We can do it. I know we can. Let me tell you who showed up before we go. We have here Aquarius, Virgo, and Gemini. That's a card of Mercury is the Magician. We have the Moon is Pisces, Devil is Capricorn, Feminine is Libra, and Taurus, which is really a card of Venus. The World is Capricorn and Aquarius. It's really a card of Saturn. Taurus is the Hierophant. We have the Wheel is Jupiter, but Sagittarian energy. The Fool is Aquarius. Pisces here in the Hanged Man. Leo in the Strength card. So lots of energy. King and Queen of Wands showed up. Can be Aries, Leo, Sag, but I don't think that that's what that's about. Okay, so the link to the extended's below. I'll see you there. That will also be timestamped, so it'll be in the description box at the extended. You will have to copy and paste it, and that way you can skip to the signs you want to watch. So much love to you. Survive Mercury retrograde. I'll see you in another reading soon. Bye.